Felt really good. I was excited to finally play. Like everyone knows, it's been about a year since all of us got to play. Probably the longest we've all gone without softball in a really long time. So, just super excited, fired up to be out there.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opening weekend. We got a few games under our belt, and it's just the beginning, so excited.
Actually, the team got the wins on Sunday. Have to argue a little more from the pitching side. Didn't put up quite as many runs, but then you explode on Sunday. Was there a difference in the mindset, or just kind of getting back into the flow?
Yeah, we're still getting back into it. I mean, we were still hitting the ball, even though the runs didn't show for it. We were still hitting the ball and finding good ways to get on base. I think as time goes on, we'll start to learn and grow more as a team and figure out ways to start stringing more runs together.
Somebody found me in the dugout say, "Why haven't we scored yet?"
Yeah.
It just looks like you've got so many new players playing big roles, and it just looks like they're fine. I mean, you just come in and pick up, like you said, kind of from last year. But did you kind of feel like when you won it 3 times, 4, and now you're picked third? Was that a little bit of a chip on the shoulder?
I would say so, yeah. Like when that came out, I mean, I don't really know how they do it, but when it came out, we were all fired up about it. I mean, we lost some big bats with Ann and BK, Haley, but I mean, we have 3 freshmen that are tough too, and I mean, I think Allie showed that this weekend, that she's a stud and she's a force to be reckoned with, and yeah, so we just played them with a little chip on our shoulder, and I think we made a big statement this weekend.
Actually, it just looks like there's a lot of balance in this lineup. Last year, okay, if I get on base, I know Ann's coming up, and she's going to do something. But it looks like up and down the lineup right now, everybody's kind of coming up with big hits. It's kind of nice to have that pressure spread out.
It is nice. I mean, we don't rely on just one person to get the job done. We can go to different people in the lineup. Pretty much anybody on the bench we can put in at any position, and we know they'll get the job done.
Yeah, I felt good. I mean, I was fired up out there. Everything was working. Metro does have a few pretty good hitters that made some good contact, and I was lucky that my defense was behind me. It's a lot of fun to pitch when your defense is making plays like Ash did and a few of the other girls did. So, yeah, I felt good. Felt like myself.
And you guys with practices, you're still kind of spread it out, right?
Yeah, like on certain, yeah.
How has that been to kind of get some continuity on this team?
I think it's been nice. Some days we're able to focus more on the team aspect of things, and then other days when we're separated, I mean, some girls have class, that's kind of why we do that, but we're actually able to focus on the things that we need to get done per position and get a lot more reps in.
The long break of the longest surprise. Was there any pregame jitters, I guess, for the first game of the season? They're almost done playoffs, so you were just happy with
I was super nervous. I mean, I was so nervous. Coach Lovato told me I was pitching that first game, and I felt like I was going to throw up. I mean, I was rooming with a freshman, and she was freaking out. Everyone was nervous, but so ready to play, very eager to play.
Yeah, what she said, I think it's just been so long. We were just all finally ready just to get out there, and I think that's exactly what happened, and that's what those 4 wins showed. We were all just ready, and yeah.
With the long layoff, I know a lot of the athletes, kind of a common thread has just been, you're just grateful for the chance to play again. Because I know, you guys were on the field last year when you found out that the season was over. Is that kind of, don't take anything for granted anymore?
Yeah. 100%. Once we found out that the season wasn't going to continue last year, there was a lot of sad emotions, and it was a sad deal. So I think we do play with a little chip on our shoulder now, knowing that, I mean, it's not always guaranteed. Sorry to cut you off.
Paige, you one of 3 pitchers on the team that have all at times shown
Mhm.
That knowing you get that college over the season opener and come out so strong, does that just give you a little extra boost for the rest of the year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all three of us are tough. We're all very different, and Coach Lovato makes really good points of some weekends I'm gonna have an off weekend, and that's why we have a whole staff and we're all really different. I mean, getting the call in the first game, just like Coach Lovato sees my hard work, and I mean, I worked my butt off and I was ready to go. So, but I have those two others that if I got in a bind, they would be right there to pick me right back up, and Shay did that for me in game 4. I mean, we all came in game 3 when we needed it. So yeah, we're just a whole staff that really backs each other up.
And with softball, I know it's kind of nature of a pitcher, you've got to be able to start and come out of the bullpen. Is that just, you're always kind of on alert and ready to go?
Yeah, you always got to be ready. I mean, it's not like baseball where you throw and then you're done for a few days. You always got to be ready. I mean, I wasn't in relief in that 3rd game, but I knew when Ellie went out there, I was like, okay, I better go warm up just in case. And I mean, that's what happened. I had to go out there, but just staying locked in the whole game, paying attention to the umpire strike zones, even if you're not in the game. So in case you do have to go in, you know what he's calling, stuff like that. So just always being locked in.
All right, question of the week. If you could describe yourself as a player in one word, what would it be?
As a player, I think I would say enthusiastic, trying to bring energy to the team and make sure everybody knows what's going to be going down and happening.
I would say enthusiastic too. I think me and Ash are very similar.
We are.
Yeah, we're like the most similar on the team. So yeah, we just try to keep positive throughout the whole team all the time. So.